Okay, so we've all heard the news by now that Henry Cavill has apparently signed on to join the MCU. And the speculation right now as to what character he's going to play is going absolutely crazy online. A lot of people think Captain Britain, Silver Surfer, Cyclops, Wolverine, etc., etc. There's so many characters that he can play because he's a great actor, and I think a lot of people really like him. I would say the most talked about one right now is probably him as Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, and yeah, I like it. I like it. He definitely looks the part. He looks like he could be the leader of the X-Men, and I'm sure Kevin Feige could trust him with a very, very important role like Cyclops. So yeah, I would be happy with that casting, but I think if he actually is cast as an X-Men character, I don't think it's going to be Cyclops regardless of how good this concept art looks. Because in reality, Scott Summers is supposed to be in his late 20s, early 30s, and I don't think we're going to get our MCU X-Men for at least a few more years, so that means Henry Cavill, he's 40 right now, he's probably going to be like 44 by the time we even get an MCU X-Men movie, so I just think he's going to be a little bit too old for the role, and I think Kevin Feige is going to want to have his brand new rebooted X-Men all be relatively young, no-name actors to basically sign them for a 10-year deal and have them be in multiple projects. I just think that makes a lot more sense than casting Henry Cavill at 40 years old as one of your main X-Men characters. And I think a better role for Henry Cavill would be the MCU Magneto. I think he would be fantastic for that role. Henry played a villain in Mission Impossible Fallout, and we got a bit of his evil Superman performance in the Justice League movie, so he definitely has the range to be a bad guy, but then also a good guy because he did play Superman. And Magneto needs that because you need to like this character but realize he is technically still a bad guy at some moments. So having a character who can have the range of being good and bad I think is essential for Magneto. Plus Henry Cavill, like I said, he's 40 years old. And I know, in the comics Magneto is a lot older than 40, but at the same time, Henry Cavill at 40 is going to age into the role of Magneto really, really well. Like, imagine by the time he's like 50, he's gonna have gray hair and everything, and he's gonna look like a silver fox. He's gonna look like Eric Lehnsherr, aka Magneto. I hope this is true because I really want to see Henry Cavill be a villain again and then also, be able to be charismatic and still be a likable character by playing Magneto. But like I said, a lot of people also really want to see him as Cyclops, and I'm down for that. I think he would play a great Scott Summers, but I just think at the current time right now, him at 40 years old, like, imagine by the time we get maybe a second or third X-Men movie, the guy's going to be 50, and he's going to be playing Cyclops alongside, like, Jubilee and a new Wolverine. Like, he's just going to stick out and just seem a little bit too old, I think. But I wouldn't be upset if Kevin Feige announced that Henry Cavill is going to be Cyclops, because like I said, I think he could pull it off. I just think a better fit for him is Magneto. I honestly think he would crush that role. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Who do you think Henry Cavill is going to play in the MCU? Like I said, there's a lot of names being thrown around. There's Cyclops, Silver Surfer, Captain Britain, Magneto, Wolverine. There's just so many characters he could play. And also, let me know down below if you agree that he would make a fantastic Magneto.